Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Leanne. I'm a yoga and Pilates teacher, online lifestyle coach and personal trainer. I'm going to take you through a nice class where we're going to give some love back to the spine. It's going to be good for loosening off any stiffness in any upper and lower portions of the spine areas, and we're going to do some hamstring and hip flexor flexibility exercises as well, but we're going to get warmed up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you enjoy this workout, please comment below letting me know. It's always good to have feedback, and if you'd like to see any more certain types of classes. Let's get started. I'm going to get into a cat-cow. So we'll take that somatic approach as well. So spine to ceiling, bracing the core. You can move forwards and backwards if this feels good for you. And your back, like you're getting into a stretch with it, relaxing the neck. First thing to move is the pelvis, then we rotate the opposite, bringing tension to the spine. Again, if this feels good, just linger in either cat or cow, moving back over to the cat. My body needs cat today. Inhale in the cow, looking up to the sky, shoulders down away from ears. Relaxing the abs, brace the abs in cat. We're going to move our hips into a big circle movement. Just the hips are moving mine. Again, looking for any stretchy sensations. And leaning into them. Change direction. Take your time, don't rush through it. It's all about the hips. Into a child's pose, knees almost together. So I take my socks off, forgot to do that. Just did a wee strength session there. Pushing your hips towards your heel. Notice how everything feels. And then we're going to go into a sphinx position, just so we can see how everything feels, so we can compare it after we've warmed up. Squeezing the bum cheeks together, the glutes. Sitting tall, so push your elbows into the ground, elevating shoulder girdle line. Allowing yourself to feel that deep stretch in your lower back. Breathe through it. Where else do you feel the stretch? Get to know your body. And then we're going to come back, hips up first, child's pose. Good. Right, first exercise to warm everything up nice and safe. So we're in the the box position. If you do feel this on your wrist, you can go over to fists, or you can try moving your wrist a little bit further forward than your shoulders, and that might do the trick. And knees should be directly under your hips. We're going to extend your right leg and your left hand hip and shoulder height. We're going to bring in a pulse. It's going a little bit higher for 8, 3, 4, 7, 8. Then hold for 8, 7. Deep breaths, cores engaged. 3, 2, 1. And then back into child's pose. Deep breath in. And sink. Do that on the other arm and leg. Extend. A pulse for 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, 1. Hold 8, 7, 6. Push your shoulders down away from ears. 3, 2, 1. And release. Child's pose. Good. From here, we're going to go into donkey kicks. Leading with the heel. Up as high as you can. You can see I've got a good bend in the knee. and engaging that glute. So that bum cheek that's coming up, you're squeezing it as hard as you can, clenching it. 4, again for 8, 5, 6, coming down with control, distributing your weight evenly. Good. Then this same leg is going to go into fire hydrants, so bring the full thing up. 3, hips face down towards the mat. Another 4, going for 8. Have as many reps as you feel like you can today. 6, 7, 8. Then this leg that we've just worked comes in the front for pigeon pose. As we've brought in some warmth to the glute area, now we're stretching off. It's all in the hips with the pigeon, so push your hips into the ground, try and relax this back leg. Deep breaths. And as you begin to loosen, look for a bit of space and see if you can bring that foot up a little bit more. Good. And over to the other side. Back into tabletop position. 8 glute bridges. 2, 4, 6. We're not exactly strengthening the glutes here, it's more about bringing warmth. Then fire hydrant. 1, 2. Don't lean on that stabilizing leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And this left leg comes into pigeon now. Deep breaths. Sitting your hips into the ground. Good. Another deep breath in. Push your hips into the ground. How does this side feel in comparison to the other? Personally, my back leg, my back hip flexor feels tighter. It's harder to push it into the ground. Good. And then we're going to remobilize with cat-cow. See if you can notice any differences. You might or you might not. Good. And then we're going to come down onto the mat, taking your time. I'm just going to settle forehead to hands, to the top of your hands. Just as we take a moment for our bodies to catch up to the new position, I'm going to do dorsal raises. And then we'll pause for the final one, holding it up if you're able to. So dorsal raises, you're squeezing your bum cheeks to protect that lower back. Elbows behind you and pushing yourself up off the floor with your belly and hips. Now think about the shoulder blades. Push them, over exaggerate that push, them towards the spine. And if you're able to, you can bring your feet off the floor as well to work more of your lower back. You should start to feel a warmth. Keep pushing your shoulders down away from ears as well. Works well with high reps. So let's go another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hips back for child's pose. Just feel all that tension melt away. And then stack your hips over your knees and make your way over to puppy pose for that back bend. Chest to floor if you can. Don't worry if you can't. As long as you feel a back bend. Deep breaths. And then make your way back into that position with your forehead to your hands. We're round 2. I'm going to slightly change it though now we've warmed up more. Okay, dorsal raises. This time we're going to hold the final rep. Let's go for 20 if you can. Squeezing the glutes, elbows to the back of the room. 2, 3. Try not to rush through them. 5. The slower you do it, the harder it's going to be. But more blood flow and strength. 8, 9, 11. Take note of any areas that are feeling fatigued or warmer than other areas. Last 5, and then we hold. 4, 3. What's the movement like in your body? 2. One more. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Then you're going to sit in Sphinx position. And you're comparing your body to how the first Sphinx felt. So squeeze your glutes together, allow that back bend, push your hips into the ground. Push your elbows into the mat. And pushing your shoulders down away from ears. Deep breath in. Deep breath. If you want it to come into Cobra to exaggerate that back bend, feel free. But if not, if that feels too intense, that's absolutely fine. Because we're going to do Sphinx with the blocks if you've got blocks available. 2 blocks ideally. Otherwise, you can just wait for your body to relax into this position. And eventually, it'll give. Down, hips up first into child's pose, melt all that tension away, working for spinal fluidity and flexibility. Good. Back into a cat-cow. Just remobilizing. First thing to move is the pelvis, last thing to move is the neck. Just take your time. Just bringing us hip circles, 4 each way. Lean into that stiffness again. Change direction. Good. This is where you'll take your blocks. I'm going to make your way over to Sphinx. So this back bend is important for the Sphinx. If you find this intense, it's because you need to do more of it, okay? Now, if you have a seated job, so your posture is always bent, like driving or an office job, and your posture and your lower back's bent, this is counteracting all that. So it's going to be even more important for you. If you've got 2 blocks, you can place them under your shoulders to elevate and get deeper into this. And we're just going to hold it. And your body is trying to relax every area apart from the glutes, okay? So keep the glutes switched on to protect the lower back. We just had a bit of extra support. Deep breaths. Slow exhale. And you can feel that back bend. Allow yourself to feel it. It shouldn't be painful, it's just a deep stretch. You can come out of this position whenever you're able to. You can also use a bolster, a cushion under your elbows, dumbbells to elevate, or you can go into a cobra. But I find that this is a lot easier to try and relax into, pushing your belly and hips into the ground. Try and switch your stomach muscles off. Good. Then we're going to come gently back down, just taking that stretch away. And then again, we're going to come into child's pose. Wide knee to get into the inner hips. Deep breath in and exhale as you sink. toes meet. Good. Hamstrings next. So we've warmed the hamstrings up a wee bit as we were doing the donkey kicks. So you can feel free to go into a spinal twist if you're not wanting to practice this. Otherwise, grab your 2 blocks. You're going to come into the half split position. I'm just going to hold it. So don't worry about how straight the front leg is. You're going to use the blocks to keep yourself upright as possible. Pushing your hips into the ground. So you can go into a low lunge as well, that's more comfortable, or you can stretch the hamstrings as you're doing the back hip flexor. So I'm going to settle in. If you want a deeper stretch, you can point your toes to the sky. Again, it's trying to relax into this. You can place the block on the side that your leg's on, underneath that right glute, sitting upright. I'm just going to hold. Now if that back leg goes in, just heel toe it so it's straight and in alignment with your knee. Again, notice where you feel these stretched areas. So hamstrings, back hip flexor, you might feel it in your back. If this is too intense sitting up, you can come forward a little bit with the upper. But ideally you do want to sit back. So I'm training for just some flexibility as well. As you can see, I need it. So you might be a lot more flexible than me at the moment. Deep breath in. Good. Trying to relax. The longer you hold it, the more your body will just start to give. Sitting tall. A few more seconds. Good. Carefully using the block to come out. I'm going to swap over so you can come back into the kneel position, have a little wiggle, and you can feel the difference as one side feels more stretched. Kind of give yourself a moment to appreciate it, is what I mean. Moving over to the other side. Take your time. You're going to compare as well. Straighten that back leg, that naughty back leg. And then bring your block under your left glute. Sitting tall. Hamstring stretch feels more intense on this side. Compare, how does it feel? What areas do you need to work on? This feels a lot more intense. Make sure that you've not come out too far. It's all in the hips, sitting tall. So you can see I've got a good bend in that front leg, but I'm still feeling the hamstring stretch, so I don't need to straighten it as much as the other one until it allows me to, until I find some room to. Deep breaths. Slow exhale. Be patient, be grateful for what your body's allowing you to do. Again, you can go into that low lunge instead. Sit back, allow your back hip flexor to feel the stretch. Good. Deep breath in, a few more seconds. Good. Carefully coming out again to the upright position. Have a little wiggle and feel that stretch sensation move away. I'm going to come into the camel next. I'm going to come onto the toes, and then you're moving your way down one by one onto your heels. Now you can instead use the block if that's too intense, like so, or you can use the heels of your feet. Good chest opener. Squeezing the glutes together, pushing your hips out. Keeping some tension in your neck if you feel like your neck's quite tight and weak, or it's fine, you can relax release, bring the hips down. Child's pose, wide knees. Next, we're going to make our way over to excuse me, spinal twist. Hug and roll side to side. Back in semi-supine. Shift your hips over to the right, knees over to the left. And if you already feel the stretch, that might be enough for you to just pause, settle in. Deep breath in and slow exhale. Good. If you want to extend the leg to increase the stretch, feel free. Looking for a bit of give. You're trying to switch, keep body scanning. You're trying to switch all the muscles off and relax them. If you're not sure if they're relaxed or tense, squeeze them and then release them. Really feel like you elongate with this just beautiful stretch. Bending both knees, semi-supine, wait for that stretch sensation to melt away. Then hips over to the left, knees over to the right. Settle in. Shoulders, both of them should be shoulder blades on the mat. Extend the leg if you can whilst doing that. Deep breath in. Body scan. Good. Bring your knees in. Semi-supine. Apanasana. You can grab the arches of your feet if that feels good. To happy baby. You can rock side to side, looking for the areas in the sides of the back that feel like they need a little massage, and if you find an area, you can just gently roll on it if it feels good. Bringing your hips up more into a ball, adding pressure to that side like a little massage, only if it feels good, mind. And you can do the other side and moving side to side. Up and down. Good. You might just feel it on one side, not the other. It means that just one side needs stretched and massaged. Good. Making your way over to a seated position. You can sit on a block if it's more comfortable. It's an easy pose. Sitting tall, shoulders down away from ears. Just taking a moment to take in how your body feels now. Chest proud. Neck tall. Deep breaths. Just taking a moment. If this is the start of your day, if you want to set an intention for the day and possibly how you want today to go, or any goals that you have, how you want to be seen, it's time to set that intention. If this is the ending of your day, you need to reflect on how it went, what could have been done better perhaps. Could you have got more out of the day? Is there anything that you weren't happy with how you dealt with? And what are you grateful for? Thanks for joining me today on the mat. Namaste. I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.